Well, hello there. I'm really excited to share with you my newest book. It is my fourth book. It is a guide. It is called 101 Ways to Transform the Way You Cook. It is written in simple language with the KISS principle, keeping it simple. There's so much involved. Every week I'm going to share a YouTube and a podcast series. And today we're just going to start with the first series. So the first series is You. Wow. Which is, if you buy the book, it is about you. It's not about me. So we're going to start with you. We're going to start with let's explore. Your belief, the way you think cooking is about, what cooking is about, what you think your kitchen should be, where it should be, where you are right now. We can only work and start with what we have right now, right? We can't start anywhere. We start always right now. This is the time and the place where we start. It's our starting point. We will need to go through this. As we go through this series, we will eliminate old mindsets, old beliefs, and we will implement new beliefs, strategies, and new tools. And we will use what serves us, and we will slowly say goodbye and thank you to the ones that don't serve us anymore. And we will, as we introduce new ones. So let's start with where we are now, our kitchen. Where is it? Is there blockages stopping us from cooking? There's so many factors that stop us from cooking that we really don't realize because we've been living that way for quite a long time, and we don't see that they're actually there to teach us a bit about ourselves. Now, I'm not just talking about you because this happens to me all the time. I'm constantly learning. I never stop learning. This is just about where do we go from here? There might be stuff in my kitchen that stop me, and there's too much clutter. There's things that I look at and I think, I can't be bothered. I don't really want to cook today. What is it that's stopping me from becoming a better cook? Or if I'm not already a cook, what's stopping me from being a cook? Is it stuff that I don't know and I can't be bothered, or I don't want to go there because it takes effort? Everything in our life takes effort, doesn't it? It's get up in the morning, you get changed, you get dressed. That takes effort. To put on clothes that are just everyday clothes, you put them on there on the chair or in the bedroom, on your wardrobe. But when we have to get changed and we want to go out somewhere and we want to dress up, then we have to take particular care in getting changed. We take a little bit more time in putting on a little bit more makeup, putting on a dress that goes with our curves, or a suit that goes with our body, putting on a not pair of runners but a really good pair of shoes. So it's about taking care, and that's what cooking also is about. Today it's about, I've got to care about what I've got to eat. I've got to care about what I've got to put into my body. I've got to care about the people that are in my home, if I've got people in my home. If it's just me, well, then I've really got to care about me because no one else is going to do that, right? If it's about my family, well, there are times where you do need to take out to have maybe a break. But a break what? A break from just cooking? There's so many factors. They're mindsets, I have the same issues. I deal with them all the time because I cook every day. I never stop. I never have a break. If I have a break for lunch, then I don't for dinner. I still continue to cook. If I don't have a break for breakfast, I go out sometimes and I meet friends. A few times every fortnight I meet up with friends and have breakfast with them. But I still come home. I've got to cook lunch for me and my husband. If I'm working in the restaurant, I cook for over 100 people a night. I mean, where is the pivotal change for every one of us? If we have blockages, what is the blockage that's stopping us? Is it we can't be bothered? We're tired? Got nothing in the house? There's so many things that we can really, look at and think, okay, but I do want to say this. My mother, Serena, I grew up my whole life and we never had takeout. Ever. Ever. Do you hear it? Ever. She made food for our family, for her family. Some days, out of nothing, she would fry bread, make a pizza, have barbecue, fry some rice, cook a bit of pasta. We never, ever had takeout. Wow. Ever. I grew up, no takeout. I think I started getting takeout in my teens when KFC came into the local community. And I kept nagging my dad. Come on, Dad, everyone's having KFC. I want to have KFC. I want to try KFC. That was my first takeout. Pizza, we made it. She made it. Bread, she made it. Taught us how to make all those things. So necessity is the mother of invention. You imagine that. There was no takeout. So there was no thing, I'll go there and make it easier. There was nothing. So how about her mindset? This book's actually dedicated to my mother. She was the most delicious cook in the entire world for me. She would make things that I today still can't make. That was her forte. She was brilliant. And she also said to me that she tried many, many times trying to make something that was her mother's special dish. My Nonna Santa, she would grab a whole chicken, debone it and stuff it. And it still looked like a whole chicken, but with no bones. My mother tried that many, many times. Me, I didn't have the headspace to debone a chicken and stuff it. Just the thought about that, it's going to take hours. But they had nothing else to do in those times of war, famine. They had nothing. They were all designated tasks. My nonna's task was to cook. She had 8 children and every one of them had a task. One was to help her in the kitchen. One was to do dishes. One was to go and get the groceries. One was to clean the house. One was to wash all the clothes. Like every one of them had a designated task. So that ship was a really tight ship and it created great unity. It was just the tightness of the family. You could see it up until today through the sisters and the brothers. There was something that woman sowed through love and through war, famine, that today I don't think I've seen that in many, many families, not even including my own. It was just a totally different, because the family that grows together stays together, the old saying. And I'm not picking on families that don't stay or anything. I'm just talking to you about my personal experiences. I'm not picking on any family, so please don't make any comments that are going to go there. I'm not there about that. What I'm about is that we never, ever had takeout. My mum would just cook something even very, very, very simple. If that was something that she was too tired and she worked 3 jobs. And so did my father. You know what our takeout was? pasta con aglio e olio, a peperoncino, and a bit of grano padano or pecorino on top. And that was so delicious. That is better than sometimes that I do get KFC today. And 9 out of 10, it's oily and it's terrible and it tastes disgusting. And I keep saying I'm not going to go back there again. But maybe it's the 15-year-old in me that says, oh, I want some, I loved it. When it was really, really crunchy and yum. So let's explore. Maybe out of just things. Let's put on the table. Let's just say, what is it? What's stopping me from cooking? Write it down. Say, where I am now. I don't like my kitchen. I don't like the way it is. That's what's stopping me. So let's start there. Let's start together about trying to fix whatever needs to get fixed. Remember, I come from a generation where we fix what's broken. We don't throw that out. That's important. So let's explore. Give me some feedback. Tell me what your thoughts are, what you think is stopping you from cooking, There's so many things, but if we don't talk about it and bring it to the table, as some people, they've got the red table. I wish I had a red table. So bring it to the table and let's say, and we can slowly build from that. What do you think? I think we can. Anything is possible. In small, bite-sized chunks, we can eat an elephant. Thank you for joining me. Please put a comment, a like, if you think that this is going to benefit you in the long run, if you can make that commitment and you can follow me and listen to my podcast and YouTube series on my website on www.carmelascucinaclass.com.au, on my Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, my podcast, which is called Let Food Be Thy Medicine. You can get it on Spotify and on Apple, I think. I think it's Apple, but I think it's Spotify, but it goes on to quite a few programs. We will need to eliminate and change old beliefs. We can. By dropping them, letting them go. They no longer serve us. Have the things that serve us and do well for us, and get rid of the things that don't serve us. Drop them. Thank you for them, because they've stayed right up until now to bring us to this place, to this point, and to show us where we are, to define us and refine us to where we are. So if my kitchen is not a good place for me to feel like I want to cook, I'm going to start today to tidy it up, to fix it up one bit at a time. And slowly, by the end of this 101 ways to transform the way you cook, my kitchen and your kitchen will be a kitchen where we will want to spend the most of our days, where we enjoy, just like my grandmother and great-great-grandmothers, where they spent all their days. I'm not saying to spend all your days in the kitchen, because life's too precious just for that. But we do spend a lot of our time needing to eat, and eat well. We need to run our body. I look at my body like a prestige car. It is a prestige car, and I need to run it with proper fuel, proper oil, need to change my spark plugs, fix up my gearbox, everything that needs to get done, tune it up here and there. Food is medicine. So join me on 101 ways to transform the way you cook. I'm looking forward to spending 101 ways with you. See you the next one. Bye.